Okay, we're gonna give just a couple of minutes and we'll get started. Hello, everyone. All right, so the purpose of this meeting is to introduce an investment opportunity. Well, in this case, this one is going to be our sample case because the period is already gone in which you could actually participate in that. I am actually going to share my screen here shortly and bring up the information website. So any of the future investment opportunities that I want to actually share with the group will be updated on my invest asldealflow.io website. And I'm just going to jump into this one real quick. Give me a second. Okay. So this is the investment website. At the top, you can see here the banner is basically explaining that the opportunity is now closed because they actually met the requirements or they basically met the commitments required. For the RV Park Investment Club, which is basically what I will be focusing on this year, and possibly some additional business acquisitions. I am going to update the opportunities here. So this investment was for a required a minimum of $20,000 to invest. And I wanted to extend it to anyone who wanted to invest. If this is like new for you, or you just want to basically expand or change your portfolio, basically give it a little diversity. I was going to choose 5 partners in which we could create a limited liability company and invest in this opportunity together. There is a 5-year commitment term for this particular property because I think that's the term that they're looking at for refinance. At the end of 5 years, they will either sell it or refinance it. The annual return is well, at least the preferred return is looked at to be about 6%. And then at the end, when they get ready to sell or refinance, it'll be 22% of whatever the profits are. The annualized return, I think, is about 12.5%. But anyway, we're going to go directly to the website for the opportunity so you can actually see additional information. The investment strategy was basically looking at the partners or whoever is investing as, of course, it's passive investors. This would not be you involved in the actual day-to-day management. And here are some of the investment criteria that they were using. So that's basically their buy box. And the actual benefits are that there would be quarterly distributions, not monthly on this one, and that they are already being professionally managed as Pace's team already manages, I think, 2 other RV parks in the area. Okay, so the platform in which the investments are handled are on fractional. And as you can see, they were raising a fund of 2.7 million and they actually raised 2.1 million. And so it's actually overfunded. If you want to actually look at the deck to get some additional information about the properties that they're talking about investing in, this is the actual slide deck that gives you the requirements for the RV park purchases. They don't want flood zones, no high crime areas, no declining markets. They are not investing in RV parks in Florida. Minimum of 50 pads, open to mixed use, and the ability basically to do upgrades or expansion. The initial investment is, as you can see, a little over 2 million. They were actually looking at two deals for this specific investment opportunity. And here is the projected returns on $20,000. So if you were to do the minimum, which is what I did, then over 5 years, you would get the $6,000. And then the anticipated profit share would be about 6,000 as well. Again, depending on what your goals are, this of course is not aggressive, plus your funds would be tied up for the 5 year period before you actually get anything back. And then here is the exit strategy. So how they are planning to basically get out of the property. And it's not necessarily in stone with regard to the 5 year period. It could actually be 3 years. Just depends on what they find. This is a actual look at the property. It's called Beargrass Lodging and RV Resort. Let's see here. And I actually have a video. He went to the property in a YouTube recording. Let me go here real quick. Let's pull up the video. And I also shared a document with the meeting called Co-Investor Summary. And on that, it basically breaks down everything that we were just looking at, where the fundraising platform is, what they're looking at, everything that I basically just went over, and how our investment group would be structured. Okay, I am trying to find my link. Give me a second. Here we go.
You want to make money in real estate?
Yep.
Here's how you take over a house with no money down, no credit check, and no job There's been a lot of conversation around AI and
Okay, I'm going to fast forward this because he actually gets to the property around a 14-minute mark, so we can actually see in live what the property looks like. I think 1441 was my timestamp for this one. Okay, it is not going to.
real quick. RV, Beargrass Lodging and RV Resort. So this is a private residence right here. This is where the owners currently sleep, and they're moving out. And this will now house 12 more people. So I have 12 more bunks that I can rent out. That'll bump our income another $70,000 a year. This park, buying for $3.2 million, is part cabins. Okay, you can see these cabins right here. Part cabins. And then also it's got an RV park, right? So we do have RV spots. This is obviously packed in the summertime. The challenging part about this park is that it's one of the smaller parks that I'll buy, but it makes so much money that I really don't care. This thing nets after my debt service, after my private money lenders are paid. Every last thing is paid. This thing nets a little over $10,000 a month. And I have no money in the deal out of my pocket. Yes, I did go get a bank loan. Sadly, because of the lack of AI and my student didn't know that I was also working this lead. My student lost out on a $40,000 assignment. I lost out on a creative finance deal because when you can't close on a deal and you can't perform, you piss people off. And that's unfortunate. So think about how AI will also amplify the ability to close more transactions. It's so crazy, like that owning this thing that doesn't even operate 6 months out of the year will net me 120 grand a year. And I'll drive by it. I won't have to manage it. Somebody else will manage it. It's just so crazy to me. Guys, if you are still watching, link down in the description down below. We are doing the RV There Yet challenge. And today's the final day. We'll see you guys there at 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So 12 Pacific Standard Time, 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, 2 Central, 3.
Okay, so I actually invested in this park before he started the RV There Yet challenge. And they do, I think, plan to do the next investment is probably not going to be until May if you are interested in investing in RV parks. And they are basically going to be continuously teaching people how to invest in whatever type of businesses. The next training that I have is actually investing in businesses with zero money down. So I'll keep everyone posted on how that goes and what the next adventure is going to be for me. If you guys go to your links that are provided in the meeting invite, you will see your document. Please feel free to ask me any questions, and I will send out emails to anyone who has already shown interest in being a part of our investor group and keep you guys updated with the next opportunities. There was one other thing that I wanted to show you. Okay, on my main website, which is for the creative finance transaction coordination, there's a section in the footer that shows you referrals. If you are interested in doing this on your own, not necessarily on your own, but not having to be a part of a actual investment group, they do have where you can actually sign up to join Sub 2, which is basically a part of the community that I am in. The top tier TC is the certification that I have. The sub 2 members are the ones who do the creative deals like Pace just showed in his YouTube video and what we were just able to, or what I was able to invest in on this go round. That's what they do. Like they want to first and foremost be able to basically just take over and acquire property without having to go to the banks and basically just negate all of the extra red tape. They also have what they call a gator method. Basically, they teach you how to work within the private money lending sector. And of course, that's without banks if possible. And then wholesaling, which is the astro flipping. So if you're interested in doing any of those, definitely click on the link to join and it'll take you to the website for joining sub 2 or tier top tier, any of the parts of the community if you are interested. Anyway, that's all I have for now. If you guys have any questions, you know how to reach me. Go to my website. Here is my email address. Here's the phone number. And if you would like to book a consultation directly from my website, you can do that here as well. And we got chat. So plenty of ways to get any questions that you have answered. And I look forward to working with you guys soon. Have a good one. All right.